Good morning, world. Mike, Newfound Past, on a holiday morning, Monday morning. Get over here in the chat, as usual. Good morning, John. I think he's off, but thanks for commenting, John. I appreciate that. EMM, good morning. Linda, good morning, Linda. Caney Creek Girl. Hey, Andy. Good morning, Andy. Sorry I missed your show. Did y'all do something this weekend? I can't remember now. Maybe it was last weekend. I don't know. It all runs together. Good morning, Adam, ADDG. Marco, good morning. Anissa, Michelle, Craig, Brenda, all awesome people. Not going to go as long this morning. Good morning, Hawk. I know Justin isn't in here, but sorry I missed his show. First time I missed his show in a long time. I actually slept in this morning. Stayed up till about midnight, and yeah, so I didn't get up till 7:45 or 8 o'clock or something. So strange for me. My wife is off work today because of the holiday, so yeah. Had a few sales, some good sales. I'd still say everything's below average on eBay. I've picked some of the items out to pack, but I still got a few to find. Still in the inventory process. Oh, Andy. Andy was going to host a hangout and then got sideswiped by the wife. Happens to the best of us. Yep. Good morning, Monty. How you doing this morning? I'm telling you, we talk about weather all the time, but I've been to Fargo, North Dakota. We have Fargo, North Dakota weather today outside. It's clear, but the wind is gusting like 30 and it is frigid. The temperature's in the 20s. Oh my gosh. I was popped outside. I bought some coffee yesterday and left it in the truck. I had to pop outside to get it. And I'm not going out there again today. Not a chance of that happening. Andy's down 40%. Yeah, and it seems like that is the case with everyone. Andy, Justin was down as well, and I know I am. I know part of that is self-inflicted from not listing for a couple weeks, but yeah, I'm still down. I've made some good sales, but definitely not up to where I usually am. I was going to tell you exactly, if I can find it, I'll tell you exactly what percentage. Yeah, I'm down 42.1% from the previous 31 days, which, that's apples to oranges because it's Christmas. But from last year, actually, I'm up over last year, which is strange. But it is what it is. Oops. I got like 14 tabs open here. Good morning, Larry. How you doing? Source from Paradise. Hello. Welcome to the chat. Oh my gosh, Monty in Texas. Monty says it was 20 degrees there. 35-mile-an-hour winds, I guess. Crazy. Good morning, Fran. EMM, good morning. I don't think I have your name down here, EMM. Justin, morning, man. Yeah, it's freezing. Good morning, Nathan. Andy is in Illinois. Source from Paradise. He is in a small town in Illinois. I won't say exactly the town, of course, because that's but if he wants to, he can. Danny, EMM is Danny. I got you on my list now, Danny. EMM, Danny. I have one topic I want to talk about, but we'll chat for a few minutes before I jump in. Not anything serious like my family discussion the other day. But, -2 in Illinois. Yep. Freezing. Justin picking up, and that's just what I call them, Justin. I don't even know if they're allowed in prisons anymore, but that's what they used to be called back in the day, was prison TVs, because they're small. But that's just what I call them. It's a habit. Craig, yep, Craig's in Alabama. Freezing. I guess it's freezing everywhere. We have the deep freeze. I haven't even watched the weather. We did our normal thrifting yesterday, and it was not good. But you'll see that in the haul video coming up. But I knew that would happen one of these days, where we've been having such good luck with the thrifting that it would go bad one of these times. In it was not good. I mean, we still got some stuff, but it just wasn't up to snuff yesterday. Yep, Pennsylvania, and New England. I haven't, like I said, I haven't watched the weather, but New England was supposed to get nailed by that, snow and ice and stuff too. So, Marco, hey Mike, where do you get heavy duty boxes that are stapled at the corners? Honestly, Marco, I've never used boxes that are stapled at the corners. So, if anybody wants to chime in the chat and help Marco out, we'd appreciate it. Because I'm going through my head of the normal stuff, the Home Depot, the U-Hauls, but even those aren't stapled at the corners. So, yeah. And maybe that's a specific piece of machinery or something. I don't know. Source from Paradise. I moved to Tallahassee. Weather here is in the 40s in the AM, but warms to 670. Yeah, but that 40 degrees in Tallahassee, that's when they break out the down coats in Florida. I know because I lived there for a little while. Yeah, absolutely, Craig. Yeah, Danny suggested Uline. I'm sure, yeah, they have all kinds of stuff Uline. I rarely order from Uline, but yeah, they may have something like that with the boxes stapled in the corners. Industrial, yep. Hawk TV is also for ice fishing house and hunting shack. Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah, yeah. That tiny, with the advent of the LEDs, though, it's hard to believe there's still a market for these CRTs, but they are. There's, you go comp them. There's a bunch of solds, those 13-inch and under CRT TVs with the VCR and some with the DVD on them. There's definitely a market for them. I got to get that one I got completely. I'm, on my electronics, I do test videos, and I'm probably going to make a separate YouTube channel for that. I started out just doing it on this one way back in the day before I even started doing these videos. But I'm going to make a separate YouTube channel for my test videos for my electronics for eBay. Reseller Rockefeller, welcome. Yeah, it's a good idea. Reseller Rockefeller. Yeah, and that is heavy duty, Marco. But if you can't find the one that you wanted with the staples in the corner, just make sure you find a box that's like a double or triple. What do they call it? The cellular thickness is like double or triple, and that should be fine for 50 pounds. I don't think I have any to show you, but because like most boxes, I'll show you this one, are this single. Get over here to my camera. Yeah, there's a single width here, and a lot of heavy duty boxes will be double that or even triple that, and that's where you get your really heavy duty strength. So I've only ever used double for really heavy duty stuff, but I think there are triples out there as well. So, look at that, 2 down voters already. I appreciate that, guys and gals. Appreciate that a lot. Source from Paradise, live in the Midwest, and it makes me crazy to see down jackets and boots when it's, yeah. I know, right? Because yeah, grew up in essentially the Midwest, and I get it. Yeah, corrugated. That's the word I was looking for. Reseller Rockefeller, corrugated, double or triple corrugated. I said I haven't even had coffee yet this morning, so I'm kind of brain dead. Yep, post office is closed. Everyone, welcome. Post office is closed. I'm still going to pack up everything, just not to get too far behind. Keep up with it. I think I have 7 or 8 to package up, and that's not a big numbers wise, but my average price per sale is going up, and that's what I've been trending towards anyway with the picky picking. So those 7 or 8 sales brought in decent money, still a little bit below average, but yeah. Oh, you're welcome, Marco. That's what we're here for. That's why we do it, you know. And for everyone new in here, I don't know everything. I've been doing it a long time, but a lot of stuff I've even forgotten. So I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Good morning, Gate City Picker. don't think I have your name down. I should know it already. But, yes, post office is closed. Absolutely, El. I don't. I mean, I don't know how you all do it. A lot of you do that. Andy, the head picker, and Lauren worked full-time jobs, and man, that's tough doing this and working full-time job. Absolutely, Monty. Like I said, I get too far behind. Good morning, Jameson's Closet. Thanks for popping in. Good morning, Denise. How you doing this morning? Okay, so the topic this morning, and it's something that both my wife and I noticed yesterday, and for the general customer, I can't do anything about them in thrift stores. They're going to act the way they're going to act. But other resellers, yesterday, and I don't care about other resellers. They can come up to me and ask my advice in the thrift store, and I'm down. I'm fine with it. I'll talk to anyone, whatever. But yesterday we observed on actually 3 different people looking stuff up is fine. I do it. But looking up stuff in the middle of the aisle, blocking the aisle for everyone else, when they don't want something, just throwing it back on the shelf, like wherever they happen to be at. It's kind of like the people that's in the grocery store that just throw a frozen package of meat in the canned goods aisle. What the hell is the matter with you people? Be a decent person. Put it back where you got it. If you can't put it back where you got it, just take it to the front and give it to the employee there. They deal with it all day, every day. They have to put that stuff back. It's called reverse shopping in retail parlance. Back in high school, when I worked in a grocery store, we reverse shopped every day. It's part of the duties. But just be cognizant of your surroundings and treat other people the way you want to be treated. You don't want someone blocking the aisle you're trying to go down. I know I don't. So I try to stay out of the way for everyone else, just like I want them to stay out of my way. It was just astounded me yesterday. Like I said, on at least 3 occasions, I saw resellers just, I'm more important than you are. No, you're not. And I have called people out and gotten into arguments with people, but I don't like to do that because it's not my job to keep you from being a jerk off. But and I know the people here don't do that, but it's just one of the things that got under my skin yesterday. I'm like, seriously, people, we can all be kind to each other. We can all help each other out. I got a little kitty down here wanting some attention. Let's scoot back a little bit. But anyway, that's my rant for the day. Hit that thumbs up for the rant. Oh gosh, let me look and see. I wasn't looking at the chat when I was going on my rant, so absolutely, Andy. I mean, you just got to, be cognizant of your surroundings. Good morning, James. Thanks for popping in. Good morning, Light. Thanks for coming in. Absolutely, Linda. You wonder where they were raised. In a barn, as my mom used to say, or my grandma. You're raised in a barn. Most of them were, Danny says, I had a reseller walk up in front of me and reach up, almost knocked me down to get to the same item. Yeah, they would have been drawn back a nub. I don't play that at all. It doesn't happen to me that often, but somebody reach in front of me, I will look at them and go, excuse you. Do not reach in front of me. I will say that, and I have said it. People get, like, don't reach in front of someone. It's rude. It gets me fired up. People do that. Absolutely, Fran. Yeah, exactly. Like, just be mindful of your surroundings. That's it. And you see some parents teach that to their kids, from when they're toddlers, and some that don't. And you can tell the ones that don't because they act the same way when they're adults. So this here, reseller respect goes a long way in this business. For resellers act like that at stores or whatever all the time. Eventually, all the stores will hate all. Yeah, absolutely. Just like how, Target doesn't like resellers, and Yeah, that too. I mean, me and my wife have a pattern. We're lucky we're a team in the thrifting part of it. We'll go in and we'll each get carts and go our separate ways and get our stuff, and we'll, however long it takes, we'll meet somewhere, off to the side, somewhere where people aren't, trying to shop. We'll try to find a corner and go through our stuff and look stuff up and kind of, you're keeping this, okay, not keeping that. Then we'll separate the carts and we'll have a go back cart and a keep cart. And my wife takes the go back cart and she takes the go back stuff and puts it back where it belongs. And I go and check out. And I'm lucky to have two of us to do that. I understand if you're flying solo, it's a little bit more difficult. But good morning, Rusted Raccoon. How you doing? Just had a little rant this morning. Thanks, Andy. It doesn't bother me too much, to be honest, but it just does get annoying. Like, just put stuff back where it belongs and get out of people's way. That's what it comes down to. Those two things. Linda, 2 rows side by side. They reach across from their side and front. Yeah, that homie don't play that, to use the modern parlance. Modern, that's from In Living Color back in the 90s. But yeah, don't play that. Monty, where was that at? Monty says, I had one take one out of my hand the other day and jerked it. The Goodwill guy saw it. Are you serious, Monty? Whoa. Man, oh man, oh man. Like I said, I don't play that. Just rude people in the thrift stores, Rusted Raccoon. Like I said, there's two things you should do in the thrift stores. Be cognizant of your surroundings and stay out of people's way if you can, and put stuff back where you got it if you don't want it. That's basically all it came down to. No, yeah. And we get that a lot here too, Linda. A lot of Spanish speakers here, but they understand English. Don't let them fool you. They understand 99% of the time. Brenda, I've been a reseller on YouTube, toss stuff to. I've seen a reseller on YouTube toss stuff too, and makes mess while videoing. Oh yeah, people. I don't watch people that do that. I've seen that before too, Brenda. Don't watch them. Don't watch them. That's awesome, Hawk. Yeah, that's way everyone should be. Let me see here. Danny, 5'4" female. He was much bigger than me. I just let him have it. Good for you. Because what is he going to do? Honestly, Good morning, Money from Mars. How you doing this morning? Yep. Nitro in small packages, Danny, is what Monty said. That's true. My wife's only 5'2", and she won't take any BS from anyone. But she's a Marine as well, so she won't take any BS from me. I'm 6'2", and she won't take any BS from me. Yep, kindness goes a long way. Yeah, absolutely. Gate City Picker. Keep your kids with you too. That's another thing that in these thrift stores, but I can't do anything about it, of course. But these people come in with their kids, with their 5 or 6 kids, and just let them fly to the wind. And they go to the toys and destroy the toy department every time. But nothing I can do about that, because I'm not going to say anything to a kid. Another thing happened yesterday in the thrift store, and it happened to both my wife and I, and we think these people working as a team. I had one of these, a lady come up to me and try to hand me one of those notes begging for money, and I just, no. That's all I said, no, and she walked away. And later on, I was telling my wife about it, and my wife said she had a little girl, like literally a 7 or 8-year-old, come up and ask her for $5. My wife doesn't carry cash anyway. I'm the one that usually carries the cash. But she was like, no, honey, sorry. I told her, you should have said, where are your parents? But they were probably working as a team begging in the thrift store, Maria, question for selling books on Amazon FBA. Do you wrap or bag the books, or tag the bag, or tag the book? And somebody want to pipe in that sells books on FBA? I have done it, but it's been a long time. And I know a lot of times now Amazon has you print out another unique barcode to put on items. So I don't know with books if you would bag that or just put it straight on, the outside cover of the book. So anyone want to pop in that sells books on FBA, please let Maria know. Monty, yes, I know all the bad words she was going to hear when she. Thanks, Danny. I need those likes and need those likes like I need my coffee. That's pretty bad. There you go, Maria. Rusty Raccoon says he wraps his in heavy bubble wrap and tape. Oh, absolutely, Monty. I can tell that story. I'm a big dude, but I mean, in high school, I wasn't like heavy. I was, 180 pounds, but I was 6'2", 6'3", so pretty big dude, muscular. And I've been in a lot of scraps. I grew up in the South, and back then we solved problems with the old knuckles, and that's just the truth of it. But the only time someone's gotten the better of me was someone that was much, much smaller than me. What it is, he knew how to punch because he caught me a couple good times on the bridge of my nose. And you'll know for a fact if you've ever been hit on the bridge of your nose, that can mess you up. It makes you like all wobbly, and that's where he got me, and he got the better of me. Yep. Had a kid run into you and the mom get mad. That's about right, isn't it? Do you tell her she should watch her kid closer? Yeah. Yeah. The only time I've been to the Benz Gate City is in Kansas City, and it is a madhouse. I'm sure it's that way everywhere. Yep, absolutely, Anissa. Yeah. We know you're a good one. I've had parents have their children ask me for money. Yeah, isn't that wrong? And I bet you that's what was going on yesterday. I don't know if the person that asked me and the kid were working as, if that was a mother-daughter thing or, yeah, or if it was just someone else, but it's crazy. Yeah, and that's the best policy, Linda. I talk a big game, like tell people off and all this stuff. But if someone's in the way, you know what I do? I go to the next row, and I'll just go back to that row whenever they're finished with their big bombastic self taking up the whole aisle. See, Money say there's different opinions there, Maria. Money Mars says no bagging on his books. So, yeah. Good morning, shipping sunshine. That's a tongue twister. Shipping sunshine. Good morning. Cold morning. I grew up in Arkansas, Rusted Raccoon. Hillbilly holler. And I live in Virginia now, Northern Virginia, Washington, D.C. suburbs. Monty, I haven't been to the bins yet. There's one in Fort Worth. I want to try at least one. Yeah, it's absolutely worth doing at least once just to experience it, Monty. Andy, they say if you ain't ever got your butt kicked, you ain't ever really been in a fight. Absolutely. 100%. No matter how big and bad someone is, if they've said they've never been beaten, they're either really haven't been in fights or they're lying. Okay, Rusty Raccoon is clarifying on the book thing. Good morning, John. I'm cold and I need coffee. Thanks for popping in, John. Thanks for that. John helped me out with an item yesterday. I Facebook messaged him in the thrift store, and he got back to me instantly about something that I'll show on the haul video that I'm filming later today. So thanks for that, John. Appreciate it. And I did pick that item up. Yeah, absolutely, Anissa. The people are pretty vile, and it is dirty. So yeah. What I recommend if you're going to the bins, take some gloves because it is disgusting. Source from Paradise. I'm just starting Amazon. Did y'all start as merchant fulfilled or FBA sellers? I started out merchant fulfilled, converted into FBA, but now I'm back to merchant fulfilled because I can't find enough to send into FBA. It's just not, doesn't happen. So, and I know people that jumped right into FBA, but there is a lot to learn with FBA. So, yeah. maybe get your toes wet with merchant fulfilled, but do what you need to do, you know. Yeah, me too, John. I hope it goes for good. Like I said, the condition isn't perfect, but we'll see. Definitely will make a profit off of it. Good morning, Bargain Effect. Thanks for coming in. I'll be right back. Somebody's got a delivery for me. Look at that delivery. My wife just brought me a cup of coffee. Mm-hmm. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, probably didn't hear her. She goes, psst. I knew what it was. Gate City Picker, you should go to the bins with someone. Yeah, tag team effort. That, and you know, like I said, luckily my wife is always with me when we do this stuff. So, oh, I think we're friends on Facebook, and this. If you ever need help, just Facebook message, and I think I have that set up where it'll like notify me. Maybe I have to set up notifications differently, but yeah. But it's still talking about FBA. Yeah, you're right. No, Rusty Raccoon is right. Easy way to put a label over the barcode. But my problem is Amazon will just toss in a box with no packing, and that's true. If it's a box, just a book, just a bare book, Amazon will literally throw it in a box without any packing. Maybe two of those bubbles that doesn't help anything. But yeah, that's why he bubble wraps his, which I get. Kind of depends on, I guess, what books you're selling too. But if you're sending in books to Amazon, they probably have some value. But anyway. Yep. Yes, Monty. Goodwill bins, you pay by the pound. Some heavy items they will price individually, or at least that's the way it was in Kansas City. But everything else by the pound. Yep. Yes, Anissa. Good morning, Flippin' Arkansas. Flippin' Arkansas is from my neck of the woods, where I was born and raised. In Jonesboro, Arkansas. Get some more coffee. Yep. Joe, welcome, Joe. Always good to see you. A new name in the chat. Thank you for popping in. Yeah, Ben's. Brenda's right. Brenda says bins, gloves, and hand sanitizer. Absolutely. All right. Thanks for popping in, Money from Mars. I appreciate it. You have a good day. Stay warm. I don't know what you're asking there, Danny, but and maybe you guys are having a conversation I missed. The chat flies by. So eBay is fairly easy, Danny. It's not too complicated compared to FBA. I think eBay's easier than FBA, but yeah, you know how things are different for different people. So North Georgia picker, welcome, welcome. Yep, we was talking about the cold earlier. It's like I live in Virginia, and it feels like Fargo, North Dakota here this morning. Well, yeah, kid deals and more. Thank you for that. Helping everyone out. That's what we're about here, aren't we? Good morning, Eli Howard. Good morning. Thank you for popping in. Hey, Glenn. Good morning, Glenn. How you doing? Eli, I guess Eli lives in Alaska. It is. Well, I wouldn't call it Alaska weather necessarily, but It was in the mid to low 20s here with winds gusting 30 miles an hour, and that makes for frigid weather out there. So if you guys have any other questions or anything, we got 65 watching. Hit that thumbs up if you can. If you're not, a lot of times I've said this before. I watch on my TV and there's no way for me to thumbs up. But if I have my laptop right there, so I try to navigate over to the channel anyway and give it a thumbs up while I'm still watching on the TV. So yeah, appreciate that. -10 in Ohio. Woo. Good morning this morning. Liquidation OH. And I know I've talked to you before, but I always forget your name. I need to put your name down on my list. Was it Adam? Or can't remember. I got another kitty helping me out here. I don't know if you can see him. Oh, here he comes. He's going to make an appearance. Say hi, Mr. Hobbs. This is Hobbs. He has several nicknames. He's also known as Muffin. Hobbs a Muffin. Aren't you, buddy? Mr. Hobbs. You don't like coffee? Brenda asked, did you all watch the moon last night? I did not. It was too cold out there and I was watching football. So, yeah. Chris, that's it. I knew that. Sorry, but I'm sorry about that. And I know you're a big time reseller and stuff. And like I said, I've saw you a million times, but I'm going to put you on my list and I will remember that soon. No disrespect intended at all. But I got it down now. So Denise, high of 17 in Minnesota. That's a heat wave this time of year. Yep, he's a very social kitty. Good morning, Shamrock Pixie. How you doing this morning? Let me see here. Oh, nope, Linda, it was last night. Yeah, the moon thing. Getting to work, Chris. Yeah. They probably should now, Nissa, after the Patriots pulled it off. Nope, Chris is all go, does not stop. And that's the way we all are, I guess, to some extent. I'm like kind of the same, Anissa. I like Boston as a city. I like visiting. It's a nice town. And I do like they have two, I'm from Arkansas, so I root for the Razorbacks. And they have two Razorbacks players on their team. So I always root for, basically the NFL teams, I root for the team that has the most Razorbacks on it. And unfortunately right now that's the Patriots. Because they have two defensive linemen that play for them, Trey Flowers and Dietrich Wise. So that's how I root for NFL teams. All right, thanks, Famous Flips. Get that. He does those truckloads, so he's busy. Oh, I'm sorry, Linda. It's been rough all around eBay. It's been slow in January. I was looking at my numbers from last year, actually. In January was just average last year, but February was huge for me last year. I don't know why, but it was. I actually got anybody else got their 1099 from PayPal? I got that just a few days ago. Probably Anissa. Yeah. Yeah, the refs had a tough game in that one, Glenn. Absolutely. From start to finish, Danny, that's usually not. It's usually a hodgepodge of a little bit here, a little bit there. Even my channel here does not have any good basic, A to Z stuff on eBay. Mine is more about the stuff, about the items, not about the listing itself. If anybody can recommend some YouTube channels, and maybe some people in here have videos like that, put a link in and the mod will approve it, or I will approve it. Good morning, Justin. Thank you. Thank you for popping in. Sorry I missed your show this morning. I slept in, which is rare for me. Very, very rare for me. Let me see here. Oh, absolutely. Anissa, she says she'll never root for the Patriots, but she'll sell their stuff. I'm that way with everything. Sports teams, politics. I don't care what your opinion is. I'm going to sell the stuff if I can make money on it. Period. Printed it out last night. I don't know what's going on here. The Patriot Bowl. Oh gosh. Good morning, Larry. How you doing this morning? Yeah, and being, Monty being an Arkansas guy, you'd think I'd be a Cowboys guy because the owner of the Cowboys is a Razorback. He played on the 1964 national championship team. I'm talking about Jerry Jones, and he's a graduate of the University of Arkansas. But they don't have any Arkansas players on their team. Justin, me too. Almost missed my own show. You like me? I stayed up to almost midnight last night, which is a rare occurrence for me. Even on New Year's Eve, I don't stay up till midnight. Get too tired. There you go. Anissa says flipping hippos, which Justin does some shows with her. Has some good beginner stuff on how to eBay. Oh, thanks, Danny. I appreciate that. And that's what I do most. Like I said, I guess I could be better with the more of the how-to stuff, like beginner stuff on eBay. It's stuff we take for granted because we've been doing it for so long. But if you want to know about stuff, that I definitely have the stuff, what to look for on eBay. So, Marco, PayPal sends a 1099 after you sell $10,000 in a year. At least I think that's what it is. And mine was obviously I do this full time. And mine was way more than $10,000. Actually, I was surprised how high it was. Like I haven't looked at my numbers in a long time. I could need to update my GoDaddy stuff, my GoDaddy bookkeeping, and get my taxes rolling. That's okay, Monty. I understand. I understand. Yeah, Andy, I don't think I was in bed that early on New Year's Eve, but I guarantee it was well, you're 8 Central, so we're probably in bed at the same time because 9 Eastern, 8 Central. Yeah, we're in bed at the same time. Good morning, Pick and Roll. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, absolutely. Is it $20,000 now? Okay, $20,000, everyone, but did way more than that as well. So yeah, 20,200 transactions. I mean, for the IRS agents watching, if they're not furloughed right now, you should still report all income to the IRS, whether you get a 1099 or not. But if you get a 1099, you better claim that income. That is a surefire way to get audited. If you get 1099 and you don't put that income on your taxes. $20,000 threshold to get a 1099 from PayPal, Eli. You get a 1099 tax form from them. Shamrock Pixie, I tried to stay up to watch the Wolf Blood Moon and missed it because I was so tired. Got halfway and went to bed. Yeah, absolutely. I understand. A bunch of low ballers today shipping sunshine. I'm just going to call you shipping. Shipping sunshine. Yep. Okay, let me see. 35 thumbs up, 65 watching. Let's get a few more up there. Not a big deal, but I do have affiliate links for Amazon stuff. Most of you guys know that. If recommendations for all the stuff I use, whether it's weight scales or bubble wrap or tape or hangers or whatever, shipping printers and labels and all that stuff, I have a bunch of Amazon affiliate links in the description. I am going to do a video later this week on my new photography setup. almost everything is up except for my backdrop. I got the mounts for my backdrop. I just don't have the backdrops themselves. They're supposed to be here this week sometime, but I don't know if you can see it in the screen behind me. I have most of it done, but waiting on a few more pieces. Oh yeah, absolutely. Got it. Shipping sunshine is Ray. Ray's a lot easier than shipping sunshine. I don't know why that's such a tongue twister for me. Maybe it's my southernness coming through. I don't know. You guys can tell me. I don't think I have a bad southern accent. I never thought I have or had one until, you know, spending time with a bunch of what we'd call Yankees. They were like, yeah, you have a southern accent, but I never thought it was too bad. But I just speak the way I speak. But, yeah. Heck, I had one time, and when I was in California, I had this Australian thought I was, or no, this girl from California thought I was from Australia. I was like, no, I'm not. Let me see here. Good morning, Maniac Picker. How you doing this morning? I got your name down here too. Maniac Picker is Mike, just like me. Good morning, Mike. Lonnie just posted a new video. Got an alert up there. Monty says I don't. And maybe it's a thing where, you know, other Southerners are like, no, you don't have an accent. But when you are exposed to other people, they're like, yeah, you have an accent. But I don't know. Yeah, it is what it is. I never thought I did, but you should hear my older sister, though. My older sister has a twang. And my niece, she has a twang. Ale says, when I visit my family as a Cali native, everyone is like, wow, you definitely have a Southern accent. So I'm Southern, yeah, a Southern California accent. Yeah. It's crazy, right? Okay, guys, I guess that's it. I was going to ship some stuff, but season as it can't go out today anyway. I may just hold off on that. And I haven't found everything anyway, but remember the post office closed today. In the thrift stores, be cognizant of your surroundings and put stuff back where you found it. And thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, any more last minute questions, pop it in, but still went a little bit longer than I thought I would today, but appreciate all the thumbs up interactions. Oh, I had 2 thumbs down. One of them went away. Huh. That's strange. But anyway, you guys have a good one. We are filming our haul video from yesterday. It's not going to be superb like it has been, but filming a haul video, and it'll post tonight for patrons and made public tomorrow on YouTube. So have a great day. Hope everybody sells a lot of stuff. Stay warm. Yeah, maybe go out thrifting. Who knows? But anyway, thanks, guys. Bye.